guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I'm going to be doing the 1950s look, and like I said yesterday, I want to get this done by next Friday. So I'm going to start doing one either every day or every other day. It might be every other day for now after today. But anyways, let's get started with eyeshadow. So I'm going into the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, which now we can finally do concealer on the underneath. So that's good. And my eyeshadow palette has a mirror too. So that's good that I can start actually really using that up. And I'm using my e.l.f. concealer brush to blend it out. Alright, and I'm going to use this beauty sponge here. Since I got all those new sponges, got new sponge, and all those new brushes for the wedding makeup, it gave me a chance to take a break from the Real Techniques sponge. Alright, and then I'm going into my ow, sorry, my Physicians Formula Mineral Wear 3-in-1 powder, and I'm going into the brightening powder. Yes, I am doing one eye at a time today. And I'm using my Real Techniques powder puff to apply this. So now that I can actually use concealer underneath my eyes now, I'm going to have to really make sure that I clean everything up underneath my eyes with this. Alright, so now we're going to do the same thing I just did on the other side. I'm so excited to be able to use this up, because I need to start using makeup products up again. Like, it's so frustrating. Oh, and I'm definitely excited for today. So today's look is going to be kind of similar to what I would do myself, except minus one product, a couple products. Alright, that's done. Alright. So. Oh. Okay. So now I'm going to use this crease brush. This blending crease brush, whatever you want to call it, for my crease. So, first gonna go into the third shade in the L'Oreal La Palette Nude. I used to say it wrong, but I actually quite enjoy this palette. Oh, you can see through it. I do. I quite enjoy this palette. In the 50s, they were kind of experimenting with color too. So they started putting the color in the eyeshadow and more colors on the lips and all that. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And I'm really gonna define my crease today. Sorry. Today I'm gonna really define my crease. So now I'm going into the 5th shade. Put it this way. So now I'm going into the shade right next to the one I just used. I'm going to use this really carefully. So it doesn't get too dark. About like that. This is my interpretation of a 50s look. So if it's not completely accurate, I'm sorry. Alright. So now, since I did say they were experimenting with a little bit of color, I am going into my LA Colors Tease palette. I'm going to use the pink one very lightly. Like that. I don't know if you could really see it or not. And I am using my finger because that color in particular is starting, I don't know if it's starting to hard pan or what, but it does not pick up well with a brush. Alright. So now, eyeliner. I'm using my new eyeliner brush, and I'm using gel eyeliner today. And this is where they started winging it out, their eyeliner out. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do this the best I can. I'm gonna need a different brush. Really quick one that I've already used on eyeliner. To help warm it up. I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna have to call it quits. Even though there's still plenty of product. just because it's hard to work with. Very hard to work with. Well, I do have two other eyeliners I can use. Alright, so this is going to be considered an empty. Just because how tough it is to work with. And I will just never buy it again. Alrighty, so now I'm going to use my makeup correcting pen to clean up underneath the eye. Kind of clean up the eyeshadow too. And I have decided that today I'm going to clean these brushes, what brushes I've used, and the brushes I'm going to use for Snow White. Just to use new brushes for Snow White, and I still gotta order that wig. Alright. Yeah, I have decided to do that. But I'm not gonna do it today. Or, no, I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna start doing it today. Anyways, now I'm going into the Neutrogena Prep and Correct Primer. And this is gonna be the only primer I use today. So I've used one product up so far this video. Let's see if I can use another one up. And if I can't, it's not like a make or break moment. You know what I mean? If it's not a make or break moment, if I can't use another product up. And I've decided that, you know, I'm just gonna keep using e.l.f. even though I've used up 3 e.l.f. products. 4 e.l.f. products. Four e.l.f. products. Because I want to get all my e.l.f. products used up. So. Sorry. Alright. Alright. Oh. Oh. Okay. So now I'm going into foundation, which is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And I am going to bring it down my neck. And I'm using my Real Technique soft accent brush to blend that out. So I need a little more coverage on my forehead. So I'm gonna build that up. Alright. So while we let that dry, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. Let that marinate. So I'm definitely excited. So I want this to kind of dry and before I go in with my blush. Alright. The reason I kind of want the Halo Glow to kind of dry is because I'm using the e.l.f. Putty Blush, which I know can sometimes lift up my foundation if it's not dry or getting to the point where it's going to be dry. So I'm using the blush, the Putty Blush brush that didn't come with it, but goes with it. Which there's two that goes with it now since I used up the Putty Bronzer. So I'm just dimpling it on like this. And yes, this is super intense. So what I'm gonna do today see it blends this one. As long as you get to it within the time frame of it drying, it'll blend out just fine. But I think I'm gonna do Snow White and the brushes I'm using for Snow White first. Just for the fact that Um, those are the ones that are gonna be put up into Trick or Treat. So, yeah, those are the ones I'm gonna work on first, just so we can get those done and those, you know, clean. All right. So I'm going into the bake powder again. Um, and I will go into the bright powder too. But that will be afterwards, so I can even put my. I'm tired. And look at that. I made a mess. Like I knew I would. Ugh. Damn. They need to make these powders easier to open. It's too much sweat. And that idea that I had for next year, I'm not gonna do right now. I'm not doing it next year. I'm gonna do it in 2026 for the fact that um sorry, I'm trying here. For the fact that with that it's be um thing. I'm gonna have too much makeup as it is because but the nice thing is with this I'm starting to branch out from drugstore. I'm starting high-end stuff too. So yeah, that's nice. And it's all personalized based on what, you know, I like and stuff and what I want to try. So yeah, I'm so excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited. Because like I said, I'm going to start trying some high-end stuff. So like if I like, okay, because it's just sample sizes. So if I like the high-end makeup thing, whatever I try, I'm probably, when I start getting paid from this, start using the full size of that product. But I don't know yet. But I'm gonna write down everything that I've liked from it. Um, so I know what to get and the full size. So I'm going in with my e.l.f. bronzer, and I'm using this fan brush today to kind of contour my face. What am I doing? Oh, that made it so much easier. Cool. I'm not going to. Hold on. I'm not going to you know, and I'm gonna do a little on the chin too. I'm not gonna start washing the brushes right away. I'm gonna do a few things first. Alright. So now I'm going into my Wet n Wild blush with my Real Techniques big blush brush, not the angled brush. And I'm gonna just stipple this on like that. And hello? Huh? I'm so sorry for that interruption. Why are you... This is why I hate wearing makeup up here. Every time I wear makeup up on my upper lip gets super duper sweaty. It never gets super duper sweaty up there until I put makeup on it. I don't know. So I'm gonna use my lip brush again, and I'm going into the Revlon Color Stay ink, satin ink, in the shade Fire and Ice. No. Because look how big that applicator is. I gotta change my shorts anyways. So. This is just so I don't do too much. I'm gonna add a little bit more, not too much more. Okay. Yeah. Ugh. I am so sorry for all the interruptions, but we're almost done. Literally, we just have the setting spray left. So, and you're probably wondering what I'm going to use as setting spray after that's all gone. I'm going to be using my rose water. That's what. Alright. So here is the final product. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also, I hope you're liking this series. This is actually really fun. For me, at least. Alright, bye!